just wanted to do a little quick plan with me / meal plan with me / Trim Healthy Mama cookbook stuff. So this is my planner, just a simple planner from Target. I think it was like $7. It's got like the month version layout, so you can see there, and I put in like different activities and things that way. And then on the week view, let's see, this is the week view. For this week, I just write in, let's see if we can do this, what meals I'm going to be eating, if I need to be packing lunches for anybody over here, and then sometimes I'll put what I'm doing for lunch here if I'm going out or something. This is I'm working tomorrow, and that kind of stuff. So then I just go through and write on the bottom what I'm going to have, and I am doing Trim Healthy Mama, so it's got like the S or the E next to it. So tonight I'm having the Trim Mac salad, which is S, and it's on page 181 in the Trim Healthy Mama cookbook. And then I'm going to make gumbo soup for my husband to go with it, and that would be an E. So if I eat leftovers, then that would be E. I work tomorrow, so I'll be packing lunches, and then there are leftovers in the fridge from the weekend, and then maybe from tonight, that is what my husband will eat for dinner tomorrow night. Then Wednesday is leftover night again, because I work all day on Wednesday as well. And then I put a note to myself to stop at Trader Joe's for just a couple of things. On Friday I wanted to have pizza, and I like their pizza dough for my husband, and then I will make one out of the Trim Healthy Mama cookbook. Thursday is an E. We're going to have Sweetie on steroids, and that's page 76. And then I have a little note to bake bread, because we are also doing the sourdough bread making. And so about once a week we're baking bread, and we did that one time already, and it worked out okay, so I'll show you probably this week how it turns out for us this week. Friday night's pizza night, and page 211 is the crust that I'm going to use for my pizza, and then my husband will just use this pizza dough from Trader Joe's. And then on Friday I'm going to make some extras just because I am going to have a busy weekend, so I'm going to go ahead and throw some stroganoff into the crock pot, which will be an S meal, and it's on page 44. And then I'm also going to do a fuel pole meal, the creamy chicken, on page 78. Saturday I work all day. I'm going to make some sandwiches and leave them in the fridge for my husband. And then the creamy chicken will be what we have for dinner that night, and then I'll have to figure out some sort of side to go with that. Sunday lunch will be leftovers because we come home from church and there's really not a lot of time to be making a big meal. And so it'll be leftovers. It might be like the stroganoff from Friday that I have made. And then for dinner we're going to do steak and quinoa. And then I went ahead and planned out next week's menu as well. So we have chicken Florentine, which is an S meal. It's on page 46 of the book. I work on Tuesday, so my husband will eat leftovers for dinner. I work Wednesday, so my husband will have leftovers again. And then Thursday, I'm going to do fajitas, and there's an S or an E version, so depending on where I'm at, I'll pick that day. And that's on page 53. 29 is E. I have a lentil bake that I made last week, and it is in the freezer, so that'll make a nice easy Friday dinner. And then I work on next Saturday as well, and so I'll make more sandwiches to have. My husband usually takes our son out and goes hiking or fishing or something, and so it's best if I just leave some sandwiches and then he can take that and some other stuff with him. And then for dinner we'll have leftovers, and then I'll figure out planning for the next week, because that starts into the next month, the month of May. So as I'm going through that, how I come up with these meals. I went through the Trim Healthy cookbook and just kind of tried to pick out some beef, some chicken. I know I have beef and chicken in the freezer ready to go, so I just went through, picked out those recipes, ones that I knew I had some of the supplies for, and then as I looked through the recipes, I would just read down and see if there's anything I needed, and then put that on a shopping list. And then I took my shopping list and turned it into 2 stores. I usually do Sprouts, which is like our kind of health food market-y store, and I like to get all my produce there. And then they have some of the specialty items like rye flour that other places don't have. And then Costco. And when I write down my first list, it's just all on a piece of paper, everything I need as I'm going through, and I add to it throughout the week anything that I think of. And then before I go shopping, I put it down in like the order of where things are at. So I've got all of my produce like onions, mushrooms, cabbage, spinach, zucchini, and then I have my extras for sprouts, which was half and half and rye flour. And then I kind of come down this side, and I don't think you're going to be able to see it on my camera, but I put down about how much it should cost, so I know about what my total should be for sprouts. And then for Costco, I come through and I do the same thing, and I do all my produce here, and then I just kind of work my way around the store that I know. So there's like eggs and cheese, and then like the bottled stuff, freezer section, fridge section, all that kind of stuff. And so I just put it all in order, and then I do the same thing where I write down about how much it should be, and then about what my total should be down here. So how I do monthly budget for food, and I'm just new to this Trim Healthy Mama, so this month is a little bit different, but I usually do 1 to 2 big Costco hauls and then small stores in between. What I would like to go to is doing 1 Costco haul, planning all my meals for a whole month, and then doing 1 Costco haul probably at the beginning of the month, and then having a little bit for the stores for after that, so I can go get fresh produce in between. So that is what I'm going to be shooting for, and I will bring you guys along if you'd like to see how I do that and how that works out for me. And yeah, I will just keep you updated. So I actually have already gone to the store and got the groceries for this menu plan. So I'm going to go ahead and record that on a different recording, and I will have a grocery haul to upload with this as well.